Shalom everybody and welcome to Regah Bivrit. I hope you're blessed by this season. This is the root season this year. The Regah Bivrit season that we are putting upon ourselves this year is based on the commentary, both the Ben Ish Chai, the Ramban, Rashi, and also Even Ezra. Those are some of the great luminaries of our faith and of the Hebrew tongue. And I hope that you are blessed going through the book of Genesis here from our Bet Midrash with us. Remember to share, like, and support this broadcast. This Shabbat we are in Parashat Mikets. The word Mikets in Hebrew means toward the end, from the end. We are seeing a real picture of the end, and the end starts truly with the reconciliation that is going to be taking place with Yosef and his brothers. This is a picture of the reconciliation that will all ultimately lead to the reconciliation of Joseph with Yaakov, whose name is also Israel. Reconciliation between the Messiah and Israel. But today I want to focus with you specifically on Genesis chapter 42 verse 8. We're going to look at some very important things about the character of Yosef that the Holy Tongue revealed to us together with the Ben Ish Chai. Now it says in the Hebrew, וירא יוסף את אחיו ויקרם, ויתנחר אליהם ויאמר, וידבר אותם, קשות, ויאמר אליהם, מאין באתם, ויאמרו, מארץ כנען לשבור אוכל. ויקר יוסף את אחיו, הם לא הכרון, ויזכור יוסף את החלומות אשר חלם להם. ויאמר להם, מרגלים אתם לראות את ערוות הארץ באתם. The text says, and Joseph saw his brothers and recognized them. But he acted as like a stranger to them. And he spoke to them harshly. He asked them the question, from where do you come? And they said to him, from the land of Canaan to buy food. Joseph recognized his brother, but they did not recognize him. Let's stop there for a moment and talk about this. These words in the text are so important in Genesis 42:8. And the Ben Ish Chai pointed to us to pay attention to those words. And Joseph recognized his brother and they did not recognize him. In this particular pasuk, brothers and sisters, listen to what the Ben Ish Chai says to us. He says that it appeared to be a redundancy in the text. He said that Yosef recognized them, but they did not recognize him. And then it is repeated again in this pasuk, and it says, and Yosef recognized his brother. So why does it says it twice? The two verses, it says the Ben Ish Chai, could have been joined together into one verse. That Yosef saw his brother and recognized them, but they did not recognize him. This can be understood as explained by our rabbis on the boards of Genesis chapter 37, verse 16. And Yosef says, I am seeking my brother. Vayomer et echai Achai Anochi Mevakesh, to mean he was looking for their brother. This word in Hebrew, Achai Anochi Mevakesh, I am seeking my brothers. This is the greatness of Yosef. He have never stopped seeking his brothers. The man answered, they traveled from here. Nas'u mizeh. And Rashi explained that they moved themselves away from the brotherhood. It is a remez, it is a language of the remez. They removed themselves from Yosef. Now, logically, it says, but the Ben Ish Chai, it would have been easy to understand the word. And Yosef spoke to them harshly and falsely accused them as spies and showed them hostility toward them and treated them in a manner similar to how they treated him when they fell into their hands and they moved away from their brotherhood and sold him into slavery. But friends, Joseph did not do such a thing. Our Holy Torah came to correct a false impression that we should have not assumed about Yosef, who moved away from the brotherhood. Because the text says here, Vayaker Yosef et Achav. Yosef recognized his brothers, to mean that he recognized the brotherhood between them, even though they moved away from it earlier. In other words, Ben Ish Chai explained to us that Yosef treated them roughly in order to decrease their guilt from their previous sin. The Hebrew word here, Vaitnaker Elehem. The word Elehem. The word he became a stranger toward them. The word Elehem appears to be redundant. But it means that he did this for their own good, and not for the sake of vengeance, and taking revenge, but rather oppositely, to remove their sin, so that we can see the reconciliation between Yosef and his brothers. The word here, Elehem, again, means that he did not give up on his brothers. Just as Mashiach ben Yosef have not given up today on the reconciliation with the 10 brothers, representing the 10 virgins, representing the 10 Gentiles. If you are the brothers today, reconcile with Yeshua today through your baseless love toward Binyamin, your Jewish brothers, so that the remnant of the Messianic Jews and Messianic Gentiles will usher the ultimate reconciliation with Yaakov, with Israel, soon in our day. God bless you, and I'll see you next week in Regah Bivrit.